The Georgia Bulldogs and the Tennessee Volunteers set to get together here in Knoxville.
A lot of legends walking around here.
Welcome to the place where you belong. This is how legends are born.
Manning throws at the end zone. Touchdown!
Dobbs heaves it.
Jawan Jennings! Did you see what he did? We just stepped on their face with a hobnail boot. Here on the Herschel, he's running over. He ran right through two men.
Attack, attack, attack. Let them remember you as long as they live.
The king makes you stronger, nothing will. See battle like your pride. This is how legends are born.
We hunt today. You understand? We hunt today.
Now on a break, here we are.
Nowhere to run and nowhere to hide for 4 quarters.
Relentless effort wins out every single time. Keep coming at him.
Down he goes.
All right, go show him what a volunteer is. Everybody got it?
This is how legends are born.
Here come the defending national champion Georgia Bulldogs.
This is how legends are born.
The power T opening up. You ready?
Can't wait.
It's football time in Tennessee. What better way to bring us into Neyland Stadium one last time than the legendary voice of John Ward. It is indeed football time in Tennessee. On a beautiful November afternoon, the Home Depot SEC on CBS brings us with 102,000 of our closest friends and our matchup. The 18th ranked Volunteers of Tennessee against the #1 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs. #53rd all-time meeting. We welcome you, everybody. Brad Nessler with Gary Danielson. Gene Steratore in the booth with us today. Jenny Dell down on the sideline. Partner, the regular season is just 2 games from ending. For a lot of teams, it'll be the end of their season. For a lot of teams, they'll be wondering where they're going bowling. For Georgia, they're chasing history. What they've done has been nothing short of remarkable. Look at the lineup here. Alabama's done it twice at 28 straight wins. Georgia can match that if they win today. And we've been a part of a lot of those games.
Sure
It's
have.
really been something to watch.
It really has. I mean, they've just incredible elite play. But today's going to be a different challenge. Remember, this is only the 3rd road game in the SEC that Tennessee has played, and this will be by far the toughest venue. And Tennessee has their own streak. 14 in a row here at home. However, the bad news is the last loss was to Georgia.
That's right. Georgia's played incredible football. 10-0 for the 3rd straight year. A perfect 10 for their quarterback, too. And he needs some recognition, I think. Carson Beck has been sensational as we see him warming up down on the field. A model of consistency. 5 games over 300 yards passing. Every game, 250 yards or more passing. And look how it matches up with
And
the guys.
that was the question mark.
Right.
Could he replace Stetson Bennett? That's what the Georgia fans talked about all offseason. Obviously, he stepped and done it, and now he's got a familiar face. I think the pressure point of this Georgia football team, back and healthy, Brock Bowers, in college football, when you have one of those special players, he makes everything go. The running game, the passing game. He's as good at his position as anybody in college football is at theirs. That's where Tennessee has to start, stopping number 19, and then go from there.
Well, we've seen Joe Milton play well. We've seen Joe Milton have subpar games. He can't have a subpar game today.
No way they can beat Georgia with a subpar game from their quarterback or any other team for that matter. We've seen some good things from Joe. He's improved as the season has gone on. He has not pitched that complete game yet. But to do that against Georgia, we know what their Georgia defense is like. And to be that way and to blow that kiss, he's going to need help from that offensive line. That's Cooper Mays, his center. That offensive line must be ready to play their most physical football game of the year, or they will not win.
Tennessee through the power T, and here come the Volunteers. And you can tell by the boos, because here comes the #1 team in the country. And there's one of the best football players in the country. With more on him, Jenny Dell.
27 days. That is how long Georgia was without their star talent in Brock Bowers. Now, he took me through the miraculous timeline of his return to football. It all started back on October 14th when he had that left ankle injury. Now, 2 days later, he had tightrope surgery. Bowers took the next 5 days completely off before starting PT. Some weight training, eventually some light jogging. And by the 26th, just 10 days post-surgery, he started running. Now, he returned to action last Saturday against Ole Miss, exactly 4 weeks after the injury. He wasn't 100% in making cuts at game speed, but the ankle felt good, and it continues to improve. Now, Carson Beck told me, I've always said Brock is superhuman, and the fact that he came back that fast proves the statement to be true. Guys, he said 19's return makes his job a whole heck of a lot easier.
Boy, of all the remarkable things we've seen out of Brock Bowers, maybe the most remarkable what Jenny just talked about. After the tightrope surgery, back in uniform, a lot of people, well, people around the country that didn't know Brock Bowers thought maybe that was the end of his career. Obviously can go into the NFL if he chooses to do so. But he's back, and he's a huge part of an undefeated team again. Kirby Smart, 91 wins in his 8th season. Not bad. And 27 straight, as we talked about. And on the other side, Josh Heupel, his 3rd year, 25-11 in his stay in Knoxville so far. He's only lost back-to-back games twice in his head coaching career.
And when we met with him Friday, you could still see the steam coming out of his ears about that game versus Missouri.
They laid an egg last week, and we saw it in person. They don't want to have that happen today. It's a Chamber of Commerce day in Knoxville. Beautiful November afternoon. The 53rd meeting all time between the Vols and the Dogs. Georgia with the advantage, 27-23. There was a couple of ties. This is the latest they've met since 1906 here on, what is it, November 18th? 102,000. They've been gearing up for a couple days. Everybody's had this game circled on their calendar since the preseason, including CBS. Georgia won the toss and deferred. Jared Zirkle will kick. D. Williams